Okay, since I'm a terrible person, I'm going to quickly do a little video documentation of these vintage new in bag snow chains that I'm about to ruin. By ruin, I mean I'm going to put it into service because I'm a cheapskate. And I got these for $20 shipped to my house from eBay, not realizing that they are probably from the 1940s. They've got some cool literature in there. Not sure if the camera focus said every YouTuber ever. You can see those cool little infographics. Kind of neat. Inspected by 66, whoever that was. On eBay, I didn't know that these were as nice as they were. The bag has one tear in it, but you know, that's to be expected with sharp chains inside. They're so beautiful. Oh, I'm going to make them destroyed by leaving them outside and letting them get rusty. It's just a crime. But very neat. Picture of the bag here. They've got that, I don't know what you call it, Tide zinc coating that you get on like grade 9 hardware, etc. That gold color on the actual crossbars. They're not perfect. They've got a little bit of corrosion on them. I mean, they've been sitting in whatever moisture was in this bag for the last 60 years. Or more. I don't know how old they are, but judging by the little picture of the car they use in here, I mean, it looks pretty old. They've got some cool, I've never seen this before, these like bars to pull the chain around the wheel. It's interesting. But yeah, they are typical V-bar construction. Now I have a matching set of V-bar front and back. The Coot used to have, well, the NDT military style tires had V-bar in the front and standard chain in the back. The standard chain in the back was too big. Those were for 31-inch tall tires, not the 27.5, 28-inch, whatever height tire that was actually on the Coot. So I had them overlapped, and some of the bars would actually be kind of stacked up on top of each other. You can't get away with that on anything unless you're going only 5 miles per hour, which, you know, the Coot primarily is going. But these are the correct fit. These will fit the Coot's tires or slightly smaller. They're more for a 26 to 28-inch size tire. These aren't even going on the Coot, of course. I bought them originally intending for them to be, but they'll be going on the Quadractor. Since we've now got over 2 feet of snow outside, the Coot will just get high-centered, so the Quadractor will be king, and these will go in the front, and the Coot's old V-bar will go in the back, so it's got V-bar front and back. The rear V-bar are just some Chinese knockoff chains I got on eBay, and in the front one are going to be these very, very nice, very cool vintage V-bar chains. They don't make them like this anymore. Look at that, the spring retainers in there. Keep tension on that so that when these come full lock and hook everything together, they'll stay in place. Red for easy identification when you're underneath your automobile in the freezing cold and your fingers are falling off, because snow chains are a nightmare to put on, and anyone that says otherwise are the same kind of people that shoot a pistol grip Mossberg 500 and go, oh, it wasn't bad. No, it wasn't bad at all. Yeah. Yes, chains suck. I don't care what trick you have. They're cold. You don't have the dexterity you need with gloves on. It's easier, in my opinion, to have a second set of tires and just take those on and off. Huh, that's actually interesting. Some of the corrosion almost looks green in tone, and that would make me think that it was because there's some copper or that there's brass, but I can't imagine there'd be any reason to brass plate hardened steel, except for corrosion resistance, in which case I would think there would be a better solution. But for all I know, yeah, these have never been used. These are, I mean, the edges on them are crisp, sharp. For all I know, in the 1940s, 50s, whenever these were made, 30s? No, not that old, I don't think. That tie nitrate or whatever it's called coating that's gold. That might not have been invented, so this could be a different kind of electro process. Huh, I don't know. But these will look cool in there, all shiny and stuff for the first couple of days, and then I'll get lazy and never take them off, and they'll look brown and rusty, just like every pair of snow chains I've ever owned. But that's the thing with snow chains. I don't care if they get rusty. You're not going to rush through a pair of snow chains unless you, I don't know, you're a snowplow driver and you actually put like hundreds of miles on them maybe on salty roads, but not the kind of driving I do. Yeah, that's just strange. There's green corrosion on these, as if there's some copper element in there. Interesting. And of course there's 2 in this bag. There's probably all sorts of asbestos and other fun things back from the day that they just like to chuck in every kind of product. Hopefully not. And there's nothing else in there. It came with these vintage rubber straps, you see. They still make these to hold the chain in place. Though if you do a good job, you don't need them. And by a good job, I mean just lift the vehicle and make sure they're really snug. You'll never have to worry about a snow chain coming off again. And that's from automotive practice as well, not just very slow, coot and quadtractor driving practice. I can't tell you what year these came out. The rubber is supple and nice. There's no cracks in it, so you'd think it wasn't that old. I don't know how well I can guess the age based on the tire on the side, but you can see that white wall profile and that narrow design with the tread pattern on the edges, like it's a 1950s or 40s tire, but I mean, fits all passenger cars. Well, that's definitely not true today. Weed. Legal in Mass, but not in Vermont. Made by Chain Division. Huh. Interesting. I won't be using these, like I said. There's no reason to use them. We properly adjust chains. Might put those in the truck, the Xterra, for its set of chains, which are going to be the oversized set that actually fit it, the 31-inch chains. Those aren't V-bar, but if I ever did need them for some emergency, I would not be jacking the truck up and putting them on the right way in my opinion. So it would be nice to have some rubber adjusters on there. They are the cam style, which I don't know if anyone's ever... They seem to be a little less popular. I don't see the cam style adjuster chains. I guess they're good if you can get all the cams to work, and not so good if one of them loosens up when you're driving, then your nice tight chains are not so tight. Boy, that really snaps in place. It's pretty cool. That retention there. I'll probably just do that off the camera. Anyways, well, now when I'm 60 years old, if this video still exists, I can say, wow, look at those cool chains I ruined.